Hey everyone, welcome back to HM Coding Studio. Today we'll learn how to build this tab layout with fragments. If you're not a subscriber, please make sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Okay guys, let's start building our application. First of all, we need to create a new project. After that, select empty activity, next, and then change your application name. We go with the tab layout demo. And if you want to change the language or minimum SDK version, you can change it from here, and then finish. Now first step we need to do is to go to our themes, and we need to remove our action bar. For that, what we need to do is to change our dot action bar to no action bar. Now let's go to activity main.xml, remove the text view, and in here we need to create our tab layout. For that, create the tab layout, and we need to give the height and weight for our tab layout. Weight equals to match parent and I equals to wrap contain. And also, since we're using the constraint layout, we need to constrain or position our tab layout. And also we need to give ID for our tab layout, since we're gonna need this ID when we start coding. We give an ID of tab layout, and also we're gonna give a background to our tab layout. And also we're gonna change the tab layout text color for our items text. And we change the tab text color to white, and also we're going to change the indicator color for our tab layout. Now that all is done, let us add our tab items inside our tab layout, and also we need to give height and weight for our tab items. Weight equals to wrap contain, and also I equals to wrap contain, and we give an ID for our tab item, since we're gonna need this ID while we start coding. And also we're gonna give a text to our tab item, and we will gonna do the same thing for our second tab item, and we're gonna change the ID for the second tab item from tab 1 to tab 2, and also we're going to change the text. Now let's create our view pager. For that, we make an element of a view pager, and then the weight of the view pager would be match parent, and height of the view pager would be wrap contained. And also, since we're using the constraint layout, we need to constrain or position our view pager inside our main activity. And for that, we constrain the start of the view pager to the start of main activity, and also end to the end of main activity, and bottom to the bottom of main activity. And we constrain the top of the view pager to the bottom of our tab layout. Now let's build our fragments. For that, go to the package name, right click, new, and from here create a new blank fragment. And name your fragment whatever you wish. We name it first tab fragment, and then click finish. Inside the new created fragment, there are a lot of codes that we do not need really for now, so we get rid of them. For the fragment, we just need a constructor, and also on the create view method. And after that, go to the design view, and in here just create a text view, and we center the text view to the parent center, and also we change the background color of the fragment. Now that we are done with our first fragment, we're going to do the same thing for our second fragment. go to the package name, new, and create a new black fragment. And in here, name your fragment same as we do before, and name it second tab fragment, and then click finish. And also in here we're gonna get rid of the codes that we do not really need for now. We just need the constructor, and also on create view method inside our fragment. Now go to the design view in the XML file, and we're gonna center the text of our text view, and also we're gonna change the background. And in here also we need to change the fragment text, and we name it second fragment. And also, since we haven't changed the first fragment text, we're gonna go to our first fragment, and in here we change from a blank fragment to the first fragment. Now let's create an adapter for our fragments that will act as a bridge between the view pager and the fragments. For that, go to the package name, new, and Java class. In here we create a new class, we name it the fragment adapter. In here also make sure that our fragment adapter extend the fragment pager adapter. Now as you can see, there are some errors. For that we need to implement the methods of the fragment pager adapter, get item and get count. And also there is an error, remaining error. For that we need to also implement the constructor for our fragment adapter. And also in order to our adapter work correctly and without any errors, we need to know how many tabs are there in our tab layout. For that we create a new variable in tab count, and tab count equals to behavior, which will be the number of the tabs that we will send from the main activity. And also in the get count we will return the number of tabs that we have in our tab layout. Now, based on the position of our tab layout, we will return fragments to our view pager. For that we will use the switch case, switch to the position, and the position will be the position of our tab layout. And we see that if case 0, we will return a new first tab fragment, and case 1, if it's case 1, then we will return a new second tab fragment. And we also need to apply the default case, and in the default we will return a null object. And we are done with our fragment adapter. Now let's go to the our activity main.xml, and we need to give an ID for our view pager. We're gonna need this ID while we start coding. Now let's go to our main activity. In the main activity we need to have a reference for our tab layout, our view pager, and also our tab item, and also we need to make an object of our fragment adapter. First of all, we will create a reference to our tab layout, a private tab layout, and also we need to create the objects of our tab items. And we name it tab 1 and tab 2. And after that we need to create an object of view pager. We name it view pager, and also we need to create an object of our fragment adapter. we name it adapter. And now that we are done, let us initiate our objects. First of all, our tab layout equals to find view by id dot id to tab layout. And also let's instantiate our tab 1 and tab 2. Tab 1 equals to find view by id or dot id to tab 1, and we're going to do the same for second tab. And now let's instantiate our view pager. View pager equals to find view by id or dot id dot view pager. Now let's create the object of our adapter. Adapter equals to new fragment adapter, and the constructor of the fragment adapter will have two parameters. First will be the get supporters fragment manager, and also we need to pass the number of our tabs. So for that we use tab layout dot get count dot get tab count. And now we need to add this adapter to our view pager. For that, what we want to do is view pager dot set adapter, and we pass our adapter to our view pager. Now that we are done with that, let's add listener, click listener to our tab layout. Tab layout dot add on tab selected listener, and we have three methods in here. We don't need on tab unselected and on tab reselected for now, so we're gonna just ignore them. And on the tab selected, what we do is view pager dot set current item equals to tab dot get position, and this will set our view pager fragment based on the position of the tab layout. And in here we change the fragment inside our view pager based the selection of our tab layout. If tab dot get position equals to 0 or tab dot get position dot equals to 1, then what we gonna do is we will notify our adapter dot notify data set change. And the last thing that we need to do before running our application is view pager dot add on page change listener, and in here we will create a new tab layout dot on tab layout page change listener, and in here we will pass our tab layout, and we are done with our application. Now let's run our program and see that everything is working fine. As you can see, there are no problem, everything is working fine. And also thank you guys for watching. For more videos like this, please make sure to subscribe to the channel.